Greetings, crystalline tribes of the Rainbow Nation, rising up like the dawning of the golden sun of the new earth. Another day of intense waves, massive activations. I was in between worlds all day, jumping into altered states. Some of that was also due to sleep deprivation after only getting a few hours of sleep last night. These massive waves coming in. They showed up on the Schumann chart today with a white blast of gamma wave from creator source power 77 and then a power 59 hertz. But in Gaia time, 777. It is the Trinity within the Trinity. Today we had 114 earthquakes, M1.5 or greater. We had a Trinity up in Canada and into Alaska with a 4.0. In Canada, Alaska 4.1. Then the Crown, Lemuria 3.0 at 3:03 UTC. We have the 333, encoded the Trinity within the Trinity of the 3, 6, and 9. We also had a powerful 4.4 at 8:04 UTC in the Crown of Africa, up again in the Atlas Mountains, holding up the heavens by the coast of the Mediterranean Sea, not too far from Spain and Morocco, one of the most northern points in Africa, in the foothills of the Himalayan mountains, 4.8. The most powerful today was a 5.7 in Akutan, Alaska, and the Crown of Lemuria. And in Mexico today, we had a 4.3. In Tanzania again today, in our sacred portal, Africa 5.0. And then in the Trinity, where the 3 sacred mountains come together, the Tian Shan Kunlun and Himalayan, a 4.8 magnitude earthquake. Then in Nevada today, a 3.0, and Idaho, a 3.7, synchronizing today with the Kin 137, red resonant earth. So as Gaia is rising in energy and frequency, all of her children rise with her. So keep ascending, keep rising in frequency and hope and faith in yourself, in the universe, in Great Spirit. For together in unity consciousness, we are much more powerful. We'll start today's first transmission from Divine Sistar of the Light, Laura Pleiadian. Your DNA is your frequency device. Your divine presence, your divine love, your divine eternal God Self, the ascended you. This divine you lives now and is present now. Through your original blueprint and DNA, once activated, the greater your conscious embodiment of being only your divine self takes over and transcends and dissolves all previous old programming of your DNA. Your DNA is your own frequency device that you are constantly activating, either increasing karmic experiences or releasing them. When Earth embodiment through the reincarnation was created and designed, all encodings to be the fully realized divine human God being while on Earth was inherent and placed in every single being, soul, blueprint design. So too your ability to concentrate on this, on each breath, on your heart space, activates more and more, and as you hear this, activated more of your God Self cosmic being awareness here now. So relax, focus on your breath, feel the powerful frequencies circulating as the energy source that is light frequency information pulsates specifically in your heart. Breathe and concentrate on this more and more. The more that you do, the greater your activation, consciously activating you with the presence of the Queen of Light, the divine council of overseers and all illuminated beings everywhere, throughout many universes, all here and now through love. The new divinehumanity.com, and today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Daniel Scranton, the current energies and what to do with them, the 9D Arcturian Council, Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are watching and waiting to see what humanity is going to do with the current energies that are upon your world, because they are so co-creative. They are literally looking for awakened humans like yourselves to open up to them and to begin to feel your power as creator beings, to mold these energies into the version of reality that you want to see, feel, and experience. There is a reason why we tell you to shut off your devices and stop looking for predictions about what is going to happen. We want you to take charge, to take command of your reality, your planet, and your lives. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is the real thing. This is the time of ascension, a time where you have more of your powers activated and more energies available to you. And so, it is not the time to be looking at the reports of doom and gloom that tell you what's going to happen there on your planet. We are here now to remind you of how powerful you are, to remind you of the truth that you have Arcturian DNA, and Arcturians are now and always have been masterful creators. Arcturians know how to work with energy, and you have been Arcturian in at least one lifetime. You are not just from one star system, and you didn't descend all the way from Source to be there on Earth. You wanted to get a taste of all of the different star systems, because you knew that Earth would be a giant melting pot of energies from all across the universe. And so the part of you that is still Arcturian and that knows how to create realities is the part we want to activate. We want to remind you of who you really are, and we want you to be the ones who lead humanity into the golden age. You are very close at this time to accessing some beautiful wisdom, and you are very close to having full extraterrestrial contact, but you don't have to wait around and see what others are going to do. Others who are well known because they have risen to a position of power and authority. There are so many of you who are awake at this time, and you can use the collective consciousness that you are a part of to increase your power as a creator being. Tap into the oneness, the unity consciousness of humankind, feel for these energies we are referring to, and create the reality that you want to experience right now. That is your God-given right. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. From DanielScranton.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light Sandra Walter, Divine DNA Decree, I call forth the overwriting and overriding of any distorted DNA structures, programs, and realities to align and express as the divine perfection that I am. From AscensionPath.com, and today from Divine Sister of the Light Sydney Campos. It's okay to feel depleted. Remember, you have been running a spiritual marathon, recovering countless dimensions of your true self, integrating aspects long forgotten and repressed, all while navigating the most massive shifts in our material reality that any human has ever seen. No one before us has experienced life in a body on Earth with energy moving through us like this fast, this potent, this complex. We're integrating lifetimes in dream time, processing centuries of ancestral trauma in a day, cutting cords with all the outdated systems and thought forms inherited by this body, but foreign to our soul. We are remembering our infinite beingness, what it is to be truly here and now in all moments without a reason or thought, to simply be in silence and stillness, watching the dream unfold before our eyes, which is more real, and who's to say, the dream while you supposedly sleep or this waking moment. I can't tell any more. So many dimensions are blurring together, but always pointing me back to the body. You're here to be completely human, remember? What it's like to be in the body completely, to feel at home, to feel safe, to feel held like you have a stable support structure within and upon which to infinitely expand. What it's like to devote yourself fully, even though you thought you already had long ago, to unconditionally loving yourself as your own divine mother and your own divine father in sacred union, married with the sole purpose of honoring, loving, nurturing, holding you, just because. Forgive yourself quickly. You are developing and integrating a wholly new operating system. You are pioneering and anchoring entirely new templates for all of humanity. Each aspect of density, distortion you transmute within your being, you transmute for all who are willing to receive your gift of attunement to a new way. Your healing is no small feat. It is not selfish. It is not something to judge or be embarrassed by. You are on a divine assignment of transmutation and alchemical embodiment, here to architect heaven on, through your presence, perfectly prepared for this moment. Go at your own pace. To do so is revolutionary in a culture that is ingrained in us so deeply: hierarchy, comparison, and competition. This is a long game. We are emerging into timelessness, remembering grace, patience, allowing, receiving. This is who we are. From SydneyCampos.com. Today from Divine Brostar, the Light Pars Kute. All is in hand within the reality of truth. The network grid of source light is expanding daily, opening the doorway for us to enter a new realm of consciousness. This is a time for us to reclaim our heritage of light, which has always been an extension of our natural makeup. Victory in the light. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Lisa Marie Wright. As we fully clear our cellular memory, release pain, stories, and trauma of the past, we are crystallining pure love and unity consciousness into our DNA. Once fully healed, you will be able to tell your story without emotional reaction, no longer feel triggered, and your DNA will be eternally purified. This process has never occurred in all of creation. Previously, one must lay down their vessel to ascend. Those who have chosen to embody this ascension cycle are dying to the human experience of good and evil, without dying a physical death, becoming unique expressions of spirit and form. We are transforming from a dense carbon-based vessel to the new crystalline hue being. This process is not easy. All dense energy must be cleared from the vessel. So much change is occurring within the vessel. Many physical symptoms presenting: headaches, aches and pains, flu-like symptoms, digestive issues, earaches, bloating, rashes, dizziness, sleep issues, changes in appetite. Listen to your body. It will tell you what it needs. As we fully clear all that no longer serves, we are embodying pure love, light, consciousness, magic. Together as pure love, there are no limits to what we can create. Embodying creative flow, become unique expressions of spirit and form, abundance of all forms, limitless potential, possibilities, and eternal expansion. More and more are embodying pure love and unity consciousness. Much expansion and huge shifts are unfolding. This freedom ride is in full throttle. Buckle up, ride the waves, going beyond our wildest dreams. Up, 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 we glow. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Peru. Have you been feeling the distinct urge to turn away from the daily grind and just find some quiet, gentle, and reflective time and space for yourself? Indeed, souls everywhere are communicating energetically and being turned on by the power of the collective soul being generated by us all. You can feel this. It's palpable, and having 5, by the weekend 6 planetary bodies exerting a backwards pull on our planet is causing us all to think deeply about our past and the direction and decisions that we've made. We're coming into one of the most potentially humbling and disarming periods of the year. From ElizabethPeru.com. And today from Astro Mama. Mars in Aries square Pluto in Capricorn. The warrior versus the establishment. Mojo rising, 1 foot on the gas, then 1 foot on the brake. On August 13th, Mars, the planet of war, aggression, passion, and movement, currently in his home sign of Aries, comes into a tense 90-degree aspect to retrograde Pluto, the planet of transformation, power, and intensity, currently in the sign of Capricorn. Aries, the first zodiac sign, is known to be the initiator, the passionate one, fiery and selfish. Capricorn, the 10th zodiac sign, is known to be the hard worker, the builder, earthly and rooted in reality. Mars in Aries square retrograde Pluto in Capricorn will bring tension and passion to an all-time high. This pairing is one of the heated aggression along with its fits of ultimate transformation and power. Mars and Pluto share a very interesting common ground. Both are the rulers of Scorpio, Mars being the former ruler and Pluto being the current ruler of the darkest, most intense sign in the zodiac. For this reason, they both share a certain grit, aggression, and purpose. These two coming together in a heated exchange will have our blood boiling at an all-time high. Mars in Aries wants to teach Pluto and Capricorn the art of the warrior spirit and the fresh energy associated with quickness and impulsive behavior. Pluto in Capricorn wants to teach Mars in Aries the art of patience within transformation and adherence to rules and regulations. Together, this aspect could have people on the brink of reacting from a place of extremes, and at the same time, there's an opportunity for us to express our passion plus purpose with everything we got. Squares always get a bad rap in astrology. Squares, in fact, aren't bad, but a catalyst to get us into action. Wherever Aries and Capricorn are in your charts is where you will see a showdown of power and at times frustration. Keeping your cool will be difficult but imperative with this aspect. Channeling these two into productive and adrenaline-based activities will be a better use of their potent combination. Mars in Aries square Pluto in Capricorn is here to light a fire under your butt and at the same time confront you with what structures in your life aren't working. In a time where tensions and uncertainty are at an all-time high, these two in aspect will generate lots of initiative and at the same time lots of intensity of feeling. Keeping your stuff together could prove to be challenging as tempers will be high. The key to this aspect is remembering the art of being in action versus being in reaction. Mars in Aries in a battle with Pluto and Capricorn is here to show you how to master your reactions while also honoring your internal flames of action plus tenacity. This aspect is here to bring up the darkness of aggression in order to move through it with purpose, get you in action around unworkable situations, and reignite a sense of personal power plus ability to transform. We will be under this influence on and off throughout the year as Mars will turn retrograde September through November and then meet up with Pluto again later in the year. From astromama.com. From Here in the Moon Astrology, Thursday, August 13, 2020. To quote Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, thunder and lightning, very, very frightening. We're right in the center of a series of cosmic cell storms full of explosions, rolling thundercaps and electric lightning. These bolts from the blue are everywhere, seemingly random and physical, personal and collective, jolting us wide awake from our eyes wide shut, heads in the sand, to notice that everything has changed permanently, forever, and irrevocably. Pay close attention to any thunderclaps in your own life. They are clearing the air just as a good rainstorm clears the air after weeks of drought, and let all the sudden dramas playing out in the 3D world roll on by. If you get the big picture, enjoy the dismantling, demolition, and disrobing of the old patriarchal 3D and the disappearance of anything or anyone who is no longer on your wavelength. In 3D, the astonishing astrology and events of the next 4 months would have been labeled the heroine's journey. In 5D, where you live now, whether you know it or not, it's the physical embodiment process needed to shift you on to the new resonant timelines that begin on the December 21st solstice with Jupiter-Saturn meeting at 0 Aquarius. Timeline Awakener Uranus is creating electric storms, turning retrograde in Taurus on Saturday, August 15th, conjunct Albion, the ender of human cycles. Today's Mars-Eris-Pluto cocktail is like drinking metabolic rocket fuel to shake you out of the weird limbo of massive changes outside, suspended in the void inside inertia. Between now and November, Mars will make 12 direct hits, 3 each to Jupiter, Pluto, Chariklo, and Saturn. Forget about trying to understand what's coming down the pike. This is not head stuff, but real transformation. Let what has to play out, and don't take the chaos, insanity, and violence personally, or think you have to fix it or control it or make it better. From Here in the Moon Astrology.co.uk. And from a heart of Buddhism, to be a kind person, like a rainbow, Diljo Khyentse Rinpoche. Like waves, all the activities of this life have rolled endlessly on, yet they have left us empty-handed. Myriads of thoughts have run through our minds, but all they have done is increase our confusion and dissatisfaction. Normally we operate under the deluded assumption that everything has some sort of true, substantial reality, But when we look more carefully, we find that the phenomenal world is like a rainbow, vivid and colorful, but without any tangible existence. When a rainbow appears, we see many beautiful colors, yet a rainbow is not something we can clothe ourselves with or wear as an ornament. It simply appears through the conjunction of various conditions. Thoughts arise in the mind in just the same way. They have no tangible reality or intrinsic existence at all. There is therefore no logical reason why thoughts should have so much power over us, nor any reason why we should be enslaved by them. And today, from Harmonic Convergence 2020, today is a powerful day in the Dream Spell journey with kin 137, 7 Earth. We have the 37, the 73, and the 77 encoded within the code today, and that is the code of Heaven on Earth. This is the harmonic convergence of timeline. Today is NS 1.33.1.19. Kin 137, 7 Earth. There comes a point when things have to change. A vibration signal was sent out. Where the signal was coming from, whether it was coming from our genetic coding, whether it was coming from Earth, whether it was coming from outer space, or whether it was coming from all of those. The signal went out and people responded to a signal. It is very much like when a species gets a signal to change the direction of its migration pattern. The signal was, go back to Earth. If you want peace on this planet, go back to Earth. Jose Arguelles on our harmonic convergence. In 1987, Jose and Lloydine Arguelles launched a word-of-mouth campaign calling for 144,000 human beings to gather near sacred sites at dawn on August 16th and 17th, kin 55, 3 Eagle plus kin 56, 4 Warrior, to open the doors to the final 26 years of the 5,125-year Mayan Great Cycle, an era of unprecedented change in preparation for a new evolutionary cycle on Earth. They call this campaign the Harmonic Convergence, and the next August 16, 17, 2020 will mark 33 years from this groundbreaking, first globally synchronized meditation in human history. The arrival of this 33-year milestone is full of new auspicious signs of utter prophetic significance, given the presence of multiple synchronic factors and actors involved. Let's keep present that only 2 days ago on August 11th, 2020, we completed 5,133 years from ground zero of the Mayan long count. Kin 137 and the Golden Angle, a turning point in time and space. The Golden Angle happens when you break up a circle so that the ratio of the big arc to the little arc is the golden ratio. It's like taking the line definition of the golden ratio and wrapping it into a circle. Green is to red as red is to blue. The resulting angle is the golden angle. If you do the math, you will find that the angle is about equal to 137.5 degrees. The golden angle is very important if you're a plant. See, if you're a plant, you have leaves spread all around your stem and you want them to soak up as much sun as possible. So when you sprout a new leaf, you don't want it to block out your other leaves. You want to set it apart by some angle. But you're a plant, so you don't have a brain, so you want to make it easy on yourself by using the same angle every time you sprout a new leaf. As it turns out, the best way to minimize the overlap of your leaves is to use the golden angle. This angle is of special interest for our research today as it serves as the analog frequency of kin 137, 7 Earth, the number that codes the spirit that dwells at the center, 7, of the Earth, defined by Jose Arguelles as Lord 7 Earth or Lord Avuk-Tikab, positioned also on the 7th central mystic column of the Zolkin. 7 Earth represents then the heart of the monkey wave spell that started at the heart of the Zolkin matrix 7 days ago. Today is then a perfect opportunity to navigate some of the most relevant synchronicities and fractal harmonic relationships of this frequency that through fabric of time and space. The Gregorian date for today is August 13, written as 13.8. Numbers 8 and 13 are the 6th and 7th numbers of the Fibonacci spiral, and tomorrow kin 138 is an equally close fractal approximation to 137.5. The numbers 13 and 7 are also perfectly encoded within the Fibonacci spiral and the wave spell structure. The Fibonacci sequence present in all of nature, is also embedded into the wave spell structure. Within the progression of the first 13 Fibonacci numbers, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144, we can notice that the number 13 corresponds to the 7th position. This reaffirms the sacred geometrical relationship between the 7 and the 13 as the basic, elegant mathematical principles behind the cosmology of time, 4-7 and 7-13. Astrophysicists have calculated, based on the best available information, that the age of the universe is 13.7 billion years. Golden ankle, synchronization at the heart of the Tzolk'in and the center of the earth. On the Tzolk'in count, we are currently transiting the 7th central column of the 260-day matrix and just completed a 33rd harmonic, kin 129 through 132, kin 133, 13.3, mark the start of the harmonic 34, kin 133 through kin 136. The current 13-day wave spell, kin 130 through 143, mark the entrance in the mirror half of the Tzolk'in and also initiated a fractal count with the number 13 at the root 20-day harmonic synchronization portal on the Maya long count via number 13. The entrance to the 8th month of the Gregorian year signaled also the entrance into a 20-day cycle of special harmonic resonance with the long count. Since time is fractal, the ongoing holographic synchronization that is taking place between the Earth, the Moon, Venus, and the galactic count is also extending to the vigesimal order of time, known as the Maya long count. Now seems relevant to remember that after crossing the event horizon on December 21st, 2012, on December 22nd, 2012, we started a whole new Baktun cycle of 144,000 days, the 14th Baktun since the start of the great cycle of history, and also entered a brand new 7,200-day Katun that is coded by kin 1, 1 dragon. This Katun 1 marks the start of a new 144,000-day Baktun cycle, governed by number 13 on traditional Maya long count. In simple words, number 13 acts as the Baktun bearer of this entire 144,000-day cycle that started on December 22nd. Considering the transcendental coordinating role of the number 13 across fractal cycles in nature, 13 days, 13 weeks, 13 months, 13 Venus orbits, 13 years, and 13 Baktuns, the restoration of the memory of the sacred power of 13 represents then the archetypal healing of the creative power of the divine feminine in all things. From venuscalendar.org, today from the Tzolk'in Times, kin 137, red resonant earth. Resonant is the name for the number 7, and its key words are attune, inspire, and channel. We are right in the middle of the blue monkey wave spell, and finally well clear of the intense squishy bit in between the two portal day columns. It's not over yet, mind you. When we are at the top of the next column, red spectral dragon, the intensity will transform into awesomeness. This is the third wave spell of the notorious blue western castle of burning. The last wave spell is yellow seed, which is also contains 10 portal days, but it is more rewarding than intense, in my personal opinion. The seed yields a cornucopia harvest, and many good things come out of it. This is day 7, the monkey wave spell, which translates into fine-tune your intuition, be still and listen for instructions. Today is red earth, which represents evolution, synchronicity, and navigation. These instructions that are waiting for you, if you can tune into the right frequency, will lead you to evolve. Navigation is about steering yourself in the right direction. Once you have understood these instructions, again, use your intuition and you'll know just what to do. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, red resonant earth, kin 137, 13 August 2020, attuning to earth magic. 13-8-2020 equal 13-8-22 equal 484 equals 7. 13, the goddess, natural lore. 13, moons, cosmos. 8, abundance, infinity, source flow. 4, foundation, structure, base, angelic. 7, magic, mystic, spiritual initiation. Kin 137, equal 11 code, portal gate polarity. A much more yin feminine day today, attuning to the earth magic of Pachamama. Day 7 in the blue monkey wave spell of magic, joy, bliss, play, merriment, and a return to innocence. Today we are asked to slow down, listen, and attune to the synchronicities which lead us to greater magic and bliss. Tone of creation, resonant tone 7 in the emotional realm, action inspires, power channel, essence attunement. The resonant tone very powerfully ignites the potential for great alchemy today, as it provides the ability to fine-tune and channel the magical forces available to us all, to walk through the doorways, offering new pathways and opportunities. Today we are super sensitive, as we are tuned through our senses, the emotional feeling body. So tune in and feel what your body is sensing, what signals are you receiving. At tone 7, our vibrating phenomenon learns to be still and to listen. Mystical 7 understands that everywhere is magical, but right here is better. Once we attune and then channel the magic through this present moment. Number 7 is also the frequency of the mystic and the magician, which doubles the magic of the monkey wave spell today. So what are you attuned to today? What form of magical portal will you manifest? Red resonant earth reminds us that we are the children of Gaia, and as our earth mother we are all connected. As she feels and senses through us, we too can sense and feel through her as we connect at much deeper and more empathic level. Talking to the trees, listening to the wind, sailing in the Mediterranean Sea, soaking in the solar rays, hearing the choir of birdsong, and feeling the pulsing of Mother Earth's heartbeat. As we connect and feel more deeply, we develop more love, respect, and begin to truly honor this beautiful paradise we call home. Tune in and be inspired through listening to Gaia's messages to navigate your path back home to unbounded bliss. Gently flow with the energies today, connecting with your inner bliss, and feel the magic coursing through your body as everything starts to glow and come alive. We have the messages from Mother Earth, amplified through the whispering wind. So feel the connection to Spirit, to Mother Gaia, and to the natural kingdoms, allowing the bliss to flow through you today. Where are the winds of change guiding you? Open your mainsail and allow Spirit to be your GPS, navigating your new path to more joy and fulfillment. Sing, dance, channel, play instruments, write, draw, and allow the divine to animate your being. Feel yourself in synchronic flow with the cycles and timing of the natural world. Allow the breath of Spirit to course through your body, becoming a divine conduit, the living bamboo reed, the conduit of flow for spiritual evolution. Feel the power of Spirit coursing through your veins, and allow nature to soothe our soul and heal our ailing techno-stressed bodies. Open to the flow of chi that meanders majestically through the rivers, mountains, and woods of the natural world to accomplish great healing today. Enjoy this beautiful, gentle day, beloveds. Stop, listen, and connect, and revel in the magic of synchronicity. Today's question is, how can I attune to the synchronicities leading to the flow of more magic and bliss in my life? Divine blessings for attaining magical resonance with the bliss codes of Pachamama today. We are one. In La Kek a la Kin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 137, Red Resonant Earth. The mantra, the code for today is, I channel in order to evolve. Inspiring synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of universal water. And on this powerful day, beloved beings of light, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, your manifestations, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications. And as always, we have a link in the description below the video to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for your support and pledges on Patreon. And I guess no one pledge to have me take out any archons, but that's okay. That's not my mission anyways. We are transforming, transmuting, and resolving all in all timelines and dimensions, so the archons will be transformed into the pillars of light as they return their source code to the infinitely expanding creator source. If you'd like to support my mission and work with Prime Disclosure and this channel, you can make a pledge on Patreon at patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. We appreciate all the support we can get through these intense and challenging times. We have many great things coming, so at the pace we're going, it's going to take time to manifest some of these visions, but we'll keep you up to date. Obviously, if you've been following this channel, you have heard of my mission working with the prophecy of the eagle flying with the condor. Every day is becoming prophecy. Every day we're manifesting miracles when you live from your heart and transmit your deepest love and light codes to all beings. Today, on my journeys, and over the last several days, the dragon and the phoenix have been coming to me in different forms, different manifestations. And the dragon and the phoenix hold the ancient celestial codes of the love of the masculine and feminine. It was like the twin flames. The eagle and the condor is the transformation to divine masculine, divine feminine love between the Shakti, Shiva energies of the universe. So the dragon and the phoenix are symbolized from the east. The west is the eagle and the condor, the eagle of the north and the condor of the south. So in the east, the dragon of the north and the phoenix of the south. So through these final energies of the old false 3D matrix, this is the catalyst. It's the final prophecy into the new earth, the new golden age. Now the phoenix has already transformed fully into the condor and is flying high above the sacred mountains. And the dragon is still in the process as we speak of transforming into the white gold eagle. And of course it is a challenge because everything in its power of the false, the negative, the nefarious, the dark ones are trying to stop this from happening and trying to stop the reunion of the eagle and the condor as they touch wings again through infinite timelines and infinite lifetimes. So we ask all of you warriors of light to surround the eagle and the condor with your sacred flames, your sacred rays, your rainbow rays and violet flame and your gold flame and white rays of light. And also, the eagle needs to make contact with his council of 8. He will sit in the center of the wheel and the center of the hoop with the 8 of the great white brotherhood, sisterhood of light, to complete the cycle, sitting in the center to transmit the information, the gnosis, the knowledge of what the eagle needs to do and process for his final journey to meet with the condor. So we need all of you to break down the walls, help the eagle break down the walls that separate him and his energy from the Council of 8. There's many barriers and walls and barricades in between that is preventing him from communicating and sitting in the crystal chamber with the Council of 8. So everything you could do to help, you could see these walls being annihilated by your sacred flames and your sacred sword of truth, cutting through the illusions, the delusions, because we're all in this together. This is our mission, to complete this transmutation and transformation and to shift this whole game, this whole sequence, this whole simulation into that of pure light and pure bliss. Now today also, as I was on my journeys, I was on a street that's East 222, East 222nd, which is the path I used to take to train with several of the Zen masters at the Zenshin Sangha, the Buddhist temple I trained when I was younger. So at 222 in Euclid, you would make a right, and the temple was several blocks, and across the street was a sacred sanctuary of the Christian faith that we used to go to as kids. So I made a left at this light, and as I turned left, started heading down Euclid, this massive hawk with a white belly and white feathers swooped down in front of my stallion And I look up and the place is Sherwood, like Sherwood Forest. So we have this Robin Hood energy and Little Red Riding Hood, which is coming through with the cardinals of the Wing Nation, and also through Walela, the hummingbird. And the Robin Hood is symbolized as the divine masculine, the masculine energy, and the Red Riding Hood of the scarlet red robes, or the Dahang Pao, the bright red robes of Shiva cloaked in Shakti vessel, and then Shakti clothed in Shiva vessel. This is the yin within the yang, and the yang within the yin, and part of this transformation and the reunion of the two halves, the red path and the blue path, come together to create the middle path of the purple into the violet and into the ultraviolet, into the silver, the gold, and then the white light of Creator Source. Beyond that, into the clear light of bliss, of what we call the great mystery that is beyond words and concepts. No finger can even point to that unknowable truth, but that is our true nature, our true self, beyond words and beyond simulations and beyond distractions, beyond the separation programming. And we're going to transmit to all our bro stars and sis stars in this realm that are doing the good works, transmitting the freedom codes and the love codes through their heart. From myself and my soul star family, we love you all in this realm. All our family in Africa, rising up, waking up, and all our beloveds in Europe and in the Middle East, and all our families in Asia, in China, Japan, Southeast Asia, and all our beloveds in Australia, rising up, waking up, and all our friends and family in Russia. And we love all our people in the Americas, in South America, North America, in the United States, in Canada, and our beloveds in Hawaii, the king and queen of the kahunas. We know you, we love you. And our love to our brothers and sisters in Mexico and in Central America. We love you all. And in the Middle East and in the Far East, in the West, in the North and the South, in every direction. Our brothers and sisters in the UK, and our immortal families in all the mountains, and all the sacred vessels and portals all over this land. We love you all, every one of you, everyone listening now. Myself, you know who I am. I did not come into this realm to embody, to play a silly game. We came to unite and lift up, to inspire, to activate and awaken all sentient beings, and we're doing this through our heart, through our vessel, our sacred vessel, with our minds, with our soul and our spirit. So stand up, put your hands to the heaven, and feel into the holy light, the Holy Spirit, the holy water, the holy fire, the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, that's manifesting through this powerful vessel that we're in, that is unstoppable, that is infinite potential, infinite creativity, and infinite love, and infinite light, here now, in the sacred center where our consciousness lies, sitting like the sacred dragon in his cave, and her cave, ready for this final mission. And I'm envisioning a healing sanctuary in the northeast. The dragon's heart grows weary, separated from his soul star nation, so he's visioning and seeing what needs to happen to unite. So we're seeing this. You could see this in the upper northwest, the healing sanctuary. We can sit eye to eye and have a cup of tea and transmit Buddha consciousness. And this is mind-to-mind transmission through the heart, not looking up or looking down, but looking straight in the eyes of love, here now. And this would be holy land, holy ground. You could see this in the Olympic National Park area further south, closer to Oregon, in the sacred lands of Pachamama. Feel into this and see into this. And we will make this so that the dragon can reunite as the eagle with the sacred condor and his soul star family of light And with great courage, we keep going through and through and through, navigating these feelings, these emotions, all mental blocks, all physical blocks, all emotional blocks, any spiritual blocks. We're breaking through every barrier. We say the gateless gate because the gate is of the mind. It's of the false beliefs. It's of the doubt and the fears and the worry that was programmed into our pure awareness through the false 3D matrix. So we're converting this and transforming it into the divine 5D matrix, which we're in 5D now, but the old is clinging, it's holding on, it's sticky, it's tricky. It gets deep into your consciousness until you can't breathe, and then it pushes you through that barrier. But your higher self is stepping in and saying, we are not putting up with this nonsense any longer. We're activating our deepest love, our deepest light, our deepest feelings of our connection to all beings in all realms and all timelines. Here now, sacred beings of light. So stand up, put your hands to the heaven, dance into the light. Shaktis and Shivas of the world, we are being activated. And this is it. It is time to step up and stand in our glory and our honor for each other, for the Great Spirit, for all living beings, for the children, for the elders, our sacred elders of every nation and every tribe. We love you all. You know who I am. I know you, angels of the light. Okay, enough with my preaching. I come back down to earth for a moment. But it is in this passion and the love I have for all living beings that gets me activated and keeps me going and keeps me putting my heart and soul into every one of these transmissions as best as I can. Each day is different. And as I sit in front of this Shiva Lingam glowing stick that sits in front of me, I say, what do I want to say if this is my last transmission? Because I live like the natives. This day could be my last. That it is a good day to die. Because there is no death. You were never born, you just don't remember who you are. If you don't. I'm not assuming anything here. So we live each life, each day. 119 coming in, divine goddess, elven queen of the Venusians. Aho. So we live each day as if it's our last. Each moment is precious. Each day is a miracle and a prophecy. Unveiling, unfolding. The apocalypse is the great unveiling. What's unveiling is our brilliance, our bright virtue, our glorious light that we dive into the ocean of consciousness with our full body, mind, and spirit, merging with the infinite and the divine to carry us through this dark night of the soul, this valley of the shadow of death. We fear nothing because only fear dies. Love is eternal, and love always wins. So we never forget this, and that creates faith and hope for a better day, a better life for all beings, living in full abundance, full happiness and prosperity. Every living being deserves that right, and we activate this now in every mind, heart, and soul that comes to this channel. And then as you transmit that to everyone you come in contact with, we stand in our power and in our glory of the divine light of Creator Source. So thank you for joining me today. I must bid you all adieu, for I have many things to do. Have a beautiful and blessed awakening process, and I wish you all the best of the best. Keep walking your sacred path with heart, divine warriors of the light. I love you all. Namaste.